No, dude, you want to pay for my like.
You got the GoPro. Right, I'm the cameraman now.
Second, now I can't go in the first. I'm gonna check it out. Go ahead. What are we doing?
Transmission removal.
What are we doing on this transmission removal?
We're gonna remove it, pull the case off, put some new stacks in, put it back in.
Don't forget the LSD.
Oh, I can put an LSD in there too.
Yeah, because it's open diff.
Yep.
Yeah. Was this bolt always missing?
No, just took it out.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
What about that bolt up there?
This one?
Yeah, that one right there.
Yep, you had that one.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, it was all good.
Shit, dude. Was I always missing this control arm bolt there?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Yeah. That explains a whole lot, actually. that right there is probably the reason why I couldn't get into the 9s.
Definitely.
Yeah. Sweet chiz, dude.
Team Defiant.
Alright, so got it in second gear right now. And the issue we had is that we weren't able to get into first gear. And sure enough, we can get it up in the second here. No problem. But the moment we go to shift into first, it hits a brick wall. Second's good. First doesn't go. So I'm thinking the actual shuttle ring is damaged. So we're gonna pull the stacks out here and we're gonna pull this one apart. Alright, so operates right, so this would be second gear, but it won't go down. So you need that same motion to go through the other side. And at first I thought maybe these splines were twisted on the ring itself, or sorry, on the shuttle. But come to find out, each one of these little grooves here are mushroomed over. So as you can see, it comes up hits the mushroom groove and it can't go through. So technically what we could do is file each one of these teeth down all the way around, and that should fix it. But we have another box of parts, so we're going to use the other parts. Alright, so we took the factory open diff out, removed the upper bearing and the speed ring, and then now we're throwing in this Z3 LSD, factory helical LSD. I threw the ring gear on it from the Type S, the speed gear, and the upper bearing. So again, this one here's the old one. It goes down, but it does not go back up. This one goes down and it goes up. See that? No hang-ups. This one does not want to go up. So we're just going to take this here shuttle and ring and put it in the trans and probably file these down and use it for a worst case scenario.
Team Defiant.
I caught you, dude. I caught you. You're gonna fucking record some shit on the Snapchat. What do you think, Andy?
It's kind of sad. Disappointing. It's too good to be true.
It always is. Faden didn't have to go and fuck it all up.
Unbelievable.
Unforgivable.
Unforgivable believableness.
Fantastic. Lucas came in clutch, helped me out with the trans, pulled it out, got it rebuilt, got an LSD in it, got a new first gear shuttle and selector ring, deep cleaned the shafts, and yeah, so I mean everything's looking good. We're gonna go ahead and start this thing, run it through all the gears, maybe go for a test drive. Well, we got first gear, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and reverse. So, we're looking good. First gear. Oh, we're moving, son. This is looking good. We're looking real good. So I think I'll pull this thing outside and we can go get some lunch. We'll just take this thing to go get some lunch and maybe do a couple rips and see if traction's improved with this LSD, see how it feels. All right, so we got the hatch strapped down to the trailer and we're gonna be taking it over to Gage's shop in the next town over. Get this thing aligned. And then, yeah, I think after that, really all I gotta do is we're gonna do something with the staging brake, whether we do proportioning valves or we just ditch the staging brake altogether. Because Critter Performance over there was recommending me do a electronic switch, like a momentary switch for the staging brake. So I might do that instead, but we'll see as time goes on. For now, we're gonna go get this thing aligned and then see what fun we can dig into next. Got the old alignmentator over here. What are you doing?
Torquing up your wheel, dude.
You're alignmentating?
Yeah, got it all lined up, ready to go straight sideways into a wall now, and you're just retorquing the wheel so it don't fall off when you hit the wall.
You're retorquing it in the wrong direction?
Yeah, I'm torquing it to the left.
You gotta...
It's a Honda, like the engine spin backwards, so the lug nuts do too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you want to do 100 foot-pounds counterclockwise
Yes,
on the
sir.
lug nuts?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes a whole lot of sense. Would you set my alignment to -50?
Yeah, I like negatives a lot. I'm trying to make it go a little slower.
Oh, that's right, because you're going to be at the track tonight too.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna lose to this. Got them slow GMs.
Sorry, it's not this one you're going to have to race. It's the other one.
Yeah, it's still not
The
any
slow
better.
one.
It's not any better.
Two Docks Automotive.
Damn, that sucks. Alright, we're back from the alignment. And we got a package here. Pretty cool. I really like when people send me packages and they have the magnetic flap. And it's like a really nice constructed box. I'm a big fan of it. Got some instructions. Don't need that. Got some cover stuff. Don't need that. Got ourselves an electronic line lock, boys. By Seeing Speed. Now I bought some products off of these guys before and they seem to be pretty quality. So I have no qualms or worries about that. It's cool, give you a good little amount of wires. It's what's also cool too is it's like got this aluminum heat distributor housing, which is cool. Probably keep that solenoid a little cool. Got some cool plumber's tape. Got our momentary switch here. So that's cool. And we got some mounting screws, it looks like. And then we have a inline fuse and a indicator light, so we know when we're on the brake. So that's cool. It came with a bunch of stuff. It's in a nice box. Again, I really like it when, look at that, so nice and tidy, and it's just nice. I like that. I like that a lot. That's good. I lied. We kind of need that. All right, so the instructions for this don't really tell us a whole lot of anything, so that's kind of unfortunate. But with my very small knowledge of wiring, this is a momentary, which means in momentaries or any switches, red means power, black also means power. So I think what I'm going to try to do is get this to bench test. So I got a ground coming off of the battery tie down, so that goes straight to the chassis. So this is our ground, and then we have our power, which I have a fuse going to. So if something were to pop, you know, we'll know because the fuse will pop. There's only a 5 amp in there too. So what we're gonna do is we got an alligator clamp. We're gonna clamp that to the ground of our line lock, and we're also gonna go ground the indicator lamp here. So both ground wires will go to our ground clamp, And then we're gonna hook up one power wire from our momentary switch here. We're gonna just hook it up to the black one. So the black one will run to the fuse, which is our direct 12-volt power source. And then this red one should be our switched power from the switch. So every time we hit the switch, it should apply power to this red wire. So no button, no power to the red wire. Button, power to the red wire. So what we'll do is we'll use an alligator clip, and we will connect these two wires, and then we're just gonna hold this red wire for the switch, and then the red wire for the solenoid to the red wire for the switch, the momentary switch. And if we hear the solenoid click and we see the light come on, we know that's wired how it should be. Alright, so I'm gonna press the switch. We hear the click and we see the light. So that's good. That means our wiring is correct. So essentially what this is gonna be is we'll apply our brakes, our front brakes, which will apply brake pressure to the rear. Then we'll hit our button, release the brake pedal, and that should hold pressure to the rear brake. And then when you want to let off the brake, you just release the button. I'm aware I did a terrible job of explaining that, but whatever, you'll get it. So we're gonna get that wired up real quick. We're gonna mount everything, and then we'll check back and see if we can get the thing to work. All right, so we have the solenoid mounted, and we have some lines kind of half-ass going to them. I did my best to recycle the lines that were already on the car. That's why some of these are a little weird. But I'm probably gonna go back tomorrow and clean up these bins and make them look a lot nicer. But yeah, I was able to reuse these lines. So the plumbing should be good. We should be ready to rock. I just gotta do some wiring, get these wires going, and I'm gonna remove the hydro staging brake in the car. So I'm gonna unbolt that, remove the line, and yeah, get that completely removed. All right, so I got the button wired up and attached to my shifter. So all I gotta do is press it. So first gear at the line, brake, press the button, release the brake, and then when I'm ready to go, I just release the button. So that's pretty cool because I don't have to move my arm. I removed the staging brake altogether, so that's not there. And I wired everything in. So this goes from the solenoid, and I have it spliced into this fuse here, got an inline fuse, and then that's running to switch number 4. So I arm the solenoid with this switch. Now as you can see, every time I press the button, it's armed. So all I got to do is push the brake pedal, arm the switch, release the brake pedal, and now my rear brakes are applied and my front brakes are released. And then I just release the pressure by releasing the button. Well, that'll wrap this one up. I just kind of wanted to get some video of the chassis before we hit the dyno and before we hit the track in a couple weeks. So more than likely we'll be following this one up with the dyno video, if we can get into Hunter's new shop here shortly, or at least soon enough before the next event. The only real goal with this chassis is the hit 9s, and we will do just that by any cost, even if we're breaking stuff trying to get there. But we'll see. I don't think it should be an issue considering how much lighter weight it is than the kswap hatch, And if all goes by planned, we should have at least 150 horsepower more in this chassis than we will than we are having in the kswap hatch. So anyways, like, comment, subscribe, goes a long way. Now we're going to be kind of really pushing on the YouTube thing a little harder. I know I've been slacking on it lately, but I've kind of committed to getting pumping some videos out by the end of this season while we still have the season. So appreciate it, guys, and until next time.